Okay, I figured I'd do a quick video before I get too far going on this project. This is the deck for hopefully my next tractor flip. This is a 46-inch MTD white, whatever you want to call it, deck. It's got a little bit of damage, an extra hole where the hole definitely doesn't belong, which I'll show in a second. But overall, it's not that bad. It is solid where it needs to be solid. Compared to the last 46 I just did, everything actually came apart on this one the way it should. All three blade bolts came out with a little bit of heat and a little bit of PB Blaster. Everything on the top side has come off. The spindle on the right was spinning free. The spindle in the middle was spinning free. It's primarily the spindle on the left was a bit tight, but I'm going to clean up all three of them to hopefully give this deck the best chance it can have at being functional. The belts are actually in good condition on this. Yes, they're a little bit shapen from being in one position for many years, but they should be usable. Other than one small extra hole where it doesn't belong, this deck is actually very solid, and that's definitely very repairable. It's not in any major structural spot. Yes, I have the front support right here, but it does stop shy of that support, and the support is actually in good shape. So that should definitely be repairable. And like I said, get cleaned up, and hopefully this will be ready to go back on yet again. I would like to keep it red, but I might end up repainting it black just to give it a nice fresh look. There are a few other crispy spots on the deck, but they're nothing major that I need to worry about, so I'm not going to worry about them. Now, as for the actual tractor itself, the goal for today is to hopefully get this engine pulled out and either get the replacement sitting in place, bolted in, wired up, or at least just sitting in place. This is a Tecumseh 22 horse V-twin. I would like to try and sell this engine. I would assume it has value to somebody. It's not stuck, it's not blown. The bottom end seems to be okay. Actually, it still has clean oil in it, so this definitely has some value. This is a hydrostatic drive machine, so that's why I want to try and get an engine in this machine to make sure it works, to make sure I'm not wasting time on the deck. So I'm not even going to spend any money on the deck before I know that the transaxle is actually good in this machine. Unfortunately, the local shop I've been using for many years, even when we lived in the city, is closing down. The owner's retiring. It's closing down at the end of June. So it's now May 8th roughly. So I have a little over a month and a half to get my final orders in. When I picked up my last parts, I did mention I'll probably be ordering the same stuff yet again, and they gave me the spiel, make sure I get my orders in on time. And I definitely want to deal with them for one last time and hopefully get my final orders in and be done with them. Unfortunately, there's one other shop, but they're not as good as the one I normally use. Probably about the same distance, but the one's more convenient. So anyways, that's pretty much it. That's what I'm working on right now. I'm gonna get this taken care of, and we'll come back very soon. So I'll talk to them later. Please keep it redneck like always, and please subscribe and comment.